Okay, guys, let me double check to make sure that I'm live. It takes a few minutes, a few seconds actually. It looks like I'm live. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So let me double check in my Facebook group and then we're going to get started. We're going to get started. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if I can tag everyone. Here we go. We are live. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. We are going to have some fun today. We talk about generating more clients using live masterclasses. So if you are ready for more clients using my live masterclasses, this is definitely for you. I have a file here with some notes. So I'm going to look at this from time to time to make sure that I'm not missing some of the ideas and also some of the questions because I want to make this interactive. This was announced yesterday, so not a lot of promotion was done for this event, but still, if you watch this as a replay, most of you are going to watch it as a replay. Use this opportunity, go through the question that I'm going to ask you and tag me in the comments with your answer because it's going to be valuable. I'm going to answer your questions even if you watch the replay for as long as the replay is going to be available, not for a long time. So for those who are watching me live, let me know in the comments. Those who watch me live get their answers now, and we can go back and forth so that you get even more value. Those who watch the replay use the hashtag replay. So those who watch the live use the hashtag live, and those who watch the replay use the hashtag replay. And the more you engage, the more value you're going to receive. This is stuff that works. It's a repeatable process. So the more you engage, the more you ask questions, the more value you're going to get out of this group and also out of these live trainings. So just keep that in mind. So let's get started with some questions. So today we're going to talk about how to attract more clients with using live masterclasses. First of all, let me know in the comments if you are signing clients. And here we go. Hello, Marjorie. Hello, Marge. That's a beautiful name. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Um, First of all, would love, let me know from where you're tuning in because it's a beautiful name. Sounds like French, something like that. I don't know. Probably I'm wrong. So let's start with the basic, guys. Let's start with the basic. How much money do you want to make by the end of the year? So let me know in the comments if you don't feel comfortable saying the amount, let me know the how many clients. So how many clients you want to sign by the end of the not the end of the month, by the end of the year, or how much money do you want to make by the end of the year? Let's make this specific. The more specific this is, the more valuable for you. So always start with clear goals. How much money do you want to make by the end of the year? We still have 4 months by the end of the year. There are so many things can happen. You can blow up your business by the end of the year. And I'm not exaggerating because there are waves of opportunities by the end of the year. There's Black Friday, there's Cyber Monday, there's Christmas, there's New Year's Eve. Now people are back into buying mode. So in 4 months, you can make so much money. It's like ridiculous. You can make even more than you made until now, but since the beginning of the year. So dive into this training, ask questions. I'm someone who works with seven-figure coaches, and this is what we do. So ask questions. Let me know I ask questions based on the training, and I'm going to give my best to answer based on what you need. Okay, so let's start with how much money do you want to make? I'm going to check some comments. So Marjorie, let me know how much money do you want to make by the end of the year or how many clients and how you want to make that happen. Like, do you already have a plan or do you need a plan to make that happen? because I can promise you this right now. If you don't have a plan, you may get a fraction out of that goal, a fraction, maybe a few clients, maybe some sales, but without a plan that you follow on a daily basis and you check that plan on a weekly basis, like every single week you go and check, am I on track or not? Am I on track or not? You do that on a weekly basis, and that's how you skyrocket your chances to reaching that goal and even surpassing that goal. Without a plan, I can guarantee you that you will get just a fraction of the outcomes that you really want. I'm into alignment, I'm into energetics, don't get me wrong. However, when you combine mindset work with energetics plus a step-by-step plan, then you really blow up because nothing gets in the way. You give the God the destination, I want this. You also have a plan, so there's no reason to not achieve that. Okay, does this make sense, guys? So engage, interact, take out of this training, like take the value out of this training, because there is value here if you engage. Okay, so very clear plan by the end of the year, the goal, that the money that you want to make, the clients that you want to make, the offer that you want to sell. We can go in depth with this, but I don't want to make this super long and like too condensed because it's going to be overwhelming. I want you to give you, of course, I can personalize this training based on what you need, but I want you to get the thing that you need in order to take the next step, then the next step, and then the next step. I want to, if you need more training, let me know in the comments, because next week I can go live again, or in just a few days I can go live again and go even more in depth with what you need, if that makes sense. So now let's start with the goal. And let's talk about your marketing strategy. Let's say that you want to scale to, let's say that you may want to make 6 figures by the end of the year. Why not? 100K. It's possible. It can be done. Let's say that you want to make 10K. Let me know in the comments, because the more I know, the easier it's going to be for me to personalize this training. Let's say that you want to make, let's say that you want to scale to 20K months by the end of the year, and you do have a high ticket offer, and so you do have a program or something that you can scale, like a group coaching program that allows you to scale to 20K months, or replace that amount with whatever the amount you want to make. Next step is, how do we make that happen? What's the strategy? What's the marketing strategy? What are we going to do to reach that goal? We have the offer, we have the goal. Now the next step is how we will get there. Like, what kind of marketing are we going to do to reach that goal? This training is about one way to reach that goal. It's not the only way, for God's sake. It's definitely not the only way. It's a way that I know. It's a way that it's working. It's a way that I've used this with my clients. We got to 7 figures. We've got to 6-figure months. We've got to multiple 5-figure months with this strategy, with this way of promoting your offer. Okay. And it involves live masterclasses. For those who don't know, it's going live, talking, delivering value. It's a whole conversation about this, but those who don't know live masterclass, just let me know in the comments. But this is the live masterclass, a small version of it. It wasn't promoted for weeks, but it's a small version of a live masterclass. Weekly trainings. If you are in business for a while, maybe you do weekly trainings, and you know it's very similar with a live masterclass. Anyway, that's an idea. This is a way to reach your goal. And this training, it's about this. So if you are interested in using live masterclass and make this your plan and turn this into a plan to reach your goal by the end of the year, you're on the right place, because this is what we're going to talk about. When you decide to use live masterclasses, you can do 2 a month. It's like you can do 2 live masterclass a month. You can do 1 live masterclass a month. You can do 2, like every 2 weeks. You can do 1 every 2 months. It's really up to you. It's really up to you. The bigger the goal, the bigger the launch or the more master classes you want to do. It really depends on how aggressive you want to go with this, and also something that is going to play a huge role in the success of your plan and you reaching your revenue goal is filling those master classes by, and I'm talking about bringing in the right people who are a good fit for your offer. That's one of the things, that's one of the, it tends to be one of the struggles for many coaches. That's why so many people come to me, because I do run ads for them and we fill these master classes like this on completely on autopilot. So I'm going to talk about this later on. But this is one of the things that you need to be aware if you choose this marketing strategy. If you use this marketing strategy, or you want to do this, or if you've used if you used live masterclasses in the past, or yeah, if you use this strategy in the past, let me know what was the biggest struggle. Not enough signups, wrong people signing up, struggling to turn them into clients. If you watch if you watch the replay, let me know in the comments, tag me in the comments, don't be shy, tag me in the comments, what was the number one thing that just drove you crazy, or the number one thing that had an impact on, the number one thing that basically blocked you from making the money that you wanted. Not enough leads, wrong people, what was it? Let me know in the comments, because you want to be aware here's the thing, when you have the right mindset, almost any marketing strategy works, because you have the right mindset, you decide, you commit, you're doing the work, and there's a high, almost every single marketing strategy works when you approach it with the right mindset. So that's one thing. But still, every single marketing strategy has its struggles. Not struggles, it has its challenges. You want to do it for an amount of time so that you get really good at every single step of that marketing strategy, if this makes sense. With live masterclasses, one of the challenges is to fill the damn masterclass. It's to bring in the amount of people that you need in order to reach your goals. And it's pure math there as well. But that's one of the things that you want to be aware of. Visibility, and by visibility means bringing those people in. When you have a way to do this, then and you enjoy going live and you're talking to people and sharing your stuff, then this can be ideal for you. Because when you have a way to bring those people in, this whole thing is very easy. This whole thing is very, very easy, because creating content can be easy because you're talking about your stuff. Like, I have some notes here, but I almost forgot about them. It's easy for me to talk about this because this is something that I have been doing for a long, long, long time. So creating the content is not a rocket science. It doesn't have to be, and it doesn't have to be perfect, by the way. You can have slides. For me, as you can see, I don't have slides now. But you can have slides, you can play around with the content of the masterclass. But one of the most important things is to have people in the room, and to have the amount of people that allows you to reach that goal. Okay, so 100 people, if you close at 1%, it can be one client. If you close at 3%, it can be 3 clients. If your offer is 2K, that means 6K. If your offer is 5K, that means 15K with 100 people, and it can be done. And I've done this with clients. Okay, so in percentages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% conversion rate. It depends on how good you are, and also depends having the right people in the room. Okay, does this make sense, Marjorie? Let me check the comments. Let me check the comments to see. Hello, Gita. Hello, Linda. Partners. Okay, 20. Oh, sorry. Now I'm seeing the comments. So 20. I assume 20 clients is that. I'm interested to know what a live masterclass is. Okay, I've explained that. Just let me know if you want even more and want me to go more in depth. Live masterclasses. What is you don't like to be seen? Oh, I assume, what if you don't like to be seen? That's a block. If you want to have a successful business online with this model, that you need to overcome that block. That's mindset work, maybe energetic work, like fear. Your inner child maybe not feel safe to be seen. So that's definitely some work to do there. But if you want to go big, what's your revenue goal? 20 clients. What does that mean? Like how much? If you want to sign 20 clients, you want to show up. If you want to build a brand, you want to show up. I know there are some people who talk online, talk about faceless marketing. I don't know. I don't know how that works. So I don't know if it's working. I don't know how it's working. It's not my thing. But if you want to use live masterclasses, if you want to build a brand, if you want to build an audience that know you, love you, trust you, and like to buy from you, then you need to show up. This makes sense? You need to show up because that's how you build the brand. That's how you build that credibility. That's how people know, like, and trust you. And that's how you grow your business. That's how you make the impact. That's how you build the legacy that you want to build. Okay, so that block of being visible is just here, and maybe it's here as well. It needs to be released. Okay, so mindset work, energetic work, deep self-love. Nothing happens, by the way. As you can see, I'm live. I'm not bitten. I'm not no one throws tomatoes at me. Not like it's safe. It can, but I do understand that I do understand that because it's a fear. It's a fear of public speaking, right? Public speaking is the number one fear. It's even bigger than death, from based on what I know. So I do understand that. I do understand that I do understand it. However, you want to do some mindset work and release it and then practice, because the more you show up live, the easier it's going to become. Okay, your nervous system is going to get comfortable, it's going to get used to being seen, it's going to used to being live, it's going to get used to have people watching you, and that's basically going to help you to grow your business. Okay, so how do people do faceless and some are successful? I don't know that. So I'm not doing faceless marketing. Faceless, I think faceless Instagram marketing. I'm not doing that. I don't know how that works. But that may be an option if you don't want to show your face. I'm just not your girl. That's not something that I'm doing. Okay, so for those who want to build, I'm talking about more like a build a legacy, build a brand where people know you, where people get to, people know you and like you and they want to buy from you. That's long term. That's the way I'm saying. That's a long term thing. Faceless marketing showed up. It's a recent thing. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm talking about building something stable, something long term where people buy from you over and over and over again. Okay, so I don't know much about faceless marketing. Okay, so when you have a way to bring back to live masterclasses, when you are aware about the things that may block you, with, like we talked about, one of the things can be to not have enough leads sign up, or leads are not the right quality. When you solve that, you scale quickly because you have a way to overcome one of the challenges when it comes to this marketing strategy. Okay. Another option, another thing that may stop you in order to have successful, highly successful masterclasses. I'm talking about six-figure masterclasses. I'm talking about 60K masterclass. I'm talking about 70K masterclass. I'm talking about $150,000 masterclasses like my clients, which means that you're making 150K, sorry, in weeks or days, depends how long your launch is. And it's a huge income spike. And you can repeat that every month if you want. So when you have this kind of system, you scale, it's easy to scale because you can repeat the same content, you can repeat the same masterclass on a consistent basis. You can have, for example, 3 masterclasses that talk about your offer from 3 different angles, okay? And you do one a month. So starting with month number 4, you repeat the masterclasses. No one's going to get pissed, I can guarantee you this. No one is going to throw with tomatoes at you because you're doing the same masterclass after 3 months. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you. So it's a scalable, and you can use those 3 masterclasses for the whole 2026. Like, you repeat them, and as long as you have a system to fill them every single time, hello, multiple 6 figures, even 7 figures in 2026. It's very simple, scalable, and also fun, because when you have this thing, that this system to fill your masterclass on a consistent basis, then it becomes easy. And I want to talk about this because the way I'm doing this is not, I'm not relying on when I'm working with clients, I'm not relying on organic marketing. We are not posting a million times a day to promote the masterclass, to hustle, to chase people in the DMs, to outreach, to talk to strangers, inviting them to masterclass, to send them millions messages on a daily basis, everywhere on social media, to send emails after emails, reminders after reminders. We don't do that. We don't rely only on organic. I'm not excluding organic, it's great, but when you combine organic with paid ads, then that's when things explode for you, because you're not bringing only the people that you have in your audience, but you also bring new people. And that's how you fill that's how you fill those masterclasses with hundreds and even thousands of people, 400, 600 people, 1,000 people in your live masterclass. So imagine that, going live and having the amount of people you need in order to have a 6-figure launch, to make 100K or 60K or 70K. Just imagine that for a second. Tell me more. Hello, Marjorie. Oh yeah. I had impersonated someone. Tell me more. Tell you more about what? About what? Just let me know in the comments. So the way I'm doing that is I combine organic with paid ads, because when we leverage paid ads in the right way with just simple ads designed to fill your masterclass, then, like I said, the sky is not even the limit, because those ads are there and you just push a button and then people start to fill your masterclass. Just simple as that. And I know how to do this because, and I've done this for clients, I've also taught my clients in one-on-one coaching packages how to do this, because I'm doing this in 2013. 2013, guys, we are in 2025. I've started running ads in 2013. Long time ago. I've worked with 7-figure coaches. I have clients who scale to 7 figures with what I'm talking about here. I have clients who went from 0 to 10K, 10K to 100K, 100K and to 280K in just less than 4 months, multiple 6 figures, 7-figure businesses. This is what's possible. And the beauty is that it's designed to be scalable. This is scalable. I understand how to do. I am understanding. Okay, great. So you understand how to do this. It is scalable with just 3 masterclasses that you're going to repeat in 2026, with just one Facebook ad campaign. Well, a Facebook ad campaign for every single launch if they're different. So with just ads, of course you can do organic. You fill those masterclasses and you tick your goals, like those boxes, 10K, 20K, 100K, because it's grow everything, because you learn consistently. And that's because you do basically the same thing and you repeat the same thing. So what's the best way to learn? Let me know in the comments. What's the best way to learn? You do the same thing over and over and over again until you learn, until you become a master. So this is not rocket science. You don't need to guess. You don't need to hope. You don't need to worry about it. because all you need to do is to stick to this plan and repeat this plan. Your ads, you have your ads running, you have your masterclass running, and you just do the same thing over and over and over again. It doesn't have to be boring, by the way. It's not boring when you see the money coming in, when you see the clients coming in, when you work with ideal dream clients and you do the things that you really love. I can guarantee you that is not boring. Your marketing is going to be very simple and also very scalable. And that's exciting because that creates a lot of freedom in your life, especially if you focus on scaling a group program or a mastermind or something where you show up, I don't know, maybe once a week, you do a call, you engage with clients a few, half an hour, 1 hour a day, and the rest of the time you have that free because your marketing is simple. You have your ads running, filling your next masterclass. You fill your offer. Your offer maybe means 1 hour a week, um, doing a training for your group offer, maybe engaging with your clients, maybe creating some content from time to time. I don't know, maybe it's 10 hours a week. And after that, you are done. It can be that simple. It can be that simple. Okay. So, um, I have a question when it comes to ads. So if you watch this as a replay, what's the number one thing that's stopping you from learning ads, or what's the number one thing that stops you from hiring someone to do the ads for you so that you create even more time for you? What's the thing? What's holding you back in running ads for your upcoming live masterclass? Let me know in the comments. Hello, Michelle. What's the thing that holds you back? Because that is basically something that holds you back, not only from running ads. What does running ads mean? It means you leaving money on the table, and I'm not exaggerating. When you have an offer that's working, just think about it. You have something that people want. You are good at what people want. You are good at doing that. You're good at what you do. You're good at doing your work. And people want that. And you're posting on social media, which is great. You post maybe a few times a day or maybe some from time to time. That means that an amount of people see your content. Are you with me? It's logical, right? It's simple. This is something that it may happen right now. You are good at what you do. People want what you have. You're posting on social media, and a decent amount of people see your content, and some of them buy, and that's it. And that's it. And just imagine for a second if more people would see your content, like the exact same content that you take your time to create. You take your time to create, take your time to schedule, to post it online. Just imagine for the same amount of work, instead of 20, 100, 200, or 400 views, why not 4,000 views? Why not 10,000 views? Why not hundreds of comments? Why not thousands of people seeing your content? Because the same amount of work. Like you work 2 or 3 hours for that piece of content, or maybe half an hour, or maybe a few minutes. It depends how quick you are with creating content. For that same amount of time, instead of these people, like having only this amount of people, why not have this amount of people seeing the same content and cashing in? It's just simple as that. That's what you do with ads. That's what you do with ads. So it doesn't exclude organic, it's just amplify. You have something that people want, you're good at what you do. All you need to do is just, instead of this, add ads, and you go here. Okay? Make sense? So let me know in the comments if you watch this as a replay. Let me know in the comments what's the number one thing that's stopping you from running ads, which basically means leaving money on the table, because that's why I explain things. Not using ads in the right way, because yes, there are so many horror stories. I do agree. There are so many horror stories. There are so many people who just push buttons and it doesn't work. It just doesn't bring them the clients. But that's not something that I do. When I run ads for clients, I focus on building the system that they need. It's not only the ads, it's the lead generation system. So it's the ad piece plus the lead generation funnel, plus the pages, the copy, the messaging, the lead magnet itself. We look at all the funnel. We look at everything. That's why my clients are so successful, because I'm not doing only the ads. I'm not an ads manager. I'm not just someone who just turns the ads on. No, I make sure that the whole thing is aligned. I make sure that the whole plan is aligned. So I'm not, just to give you an easy way to visualize this, I'm not, let's say that we're building a house and you have different type of people that come into your house to do things, or some build the house, some come and do the windows, some come and do the furniture, some come and do the walls, whatever. As manager, or it may be someone who just puts the window. An ad strategist is someone who makes sure that the house is built properly and you do have the house that you want. That's the difference between me and someone else who just run ads. They just come and say, okay, yeah, you need 3 windows. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Once I'm done, bye, sayonara. That's not something that I do. That's something that I don't do. That's why so many ads, that's why so many people don't get results with ads, because they don't look at the whole thing. We look at the, okay, we need the house built in this way, and let's make sure that we make that happen. So I look at all the pieces, all the pieces. That's why I align the messaging, the funnel with the ads, and that's why it works. Okay. So in the comments, if you watch this replay, let me know what's the number one thing that's stopping you running ads, because that needs to go away. That fear, whatever it is, limiting belief, whatever it is, it holds you back from making even more money. And by the way, don't need, if it's budget, you don't need huge budget to launch ads. If you want to learn how to do ads, you can work with me in a one-on-one coaching package where I show you how to run ads. You can start with $5, and I'm not exaggerating. You can start with $5, $10 a day, and you learn safe, in a safe mode, in a chill mode, so that you don't scare your nervous system and go into panic mode. No, start slow. Start with the amount that feels comfortable to you, and then when you learn how to do this, when you get more confident, then you can increase your daily budget. Or if you don't have that, you can come to me and say, okay, this is the budget, this is the amount of money that I want to make. Then I do the math, how many leads we need, and then I run the ads for you. So 2 options. Choose which one works for you. So now let's move forward. Let's see what I have here. What else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, okay, the framework, which is something that I've touched on. So I do have this framework that I'm following. So I start with the big picture. I start with the plan. And I go into putting all the pieces together, the messaging, the ads, the funnel, the pages, make sure that we have a high conversion rate on the registration page, the thank you page. We make sure that we have something that helps us to reach our goal, maybe maybe an offer, maybe an invitation to take the next step, whatever it is. So that's what I do. I make sure that all the pieces are in place. Then I launch the ads. Then I launch the ads to bring in people who are a good fit for your offer. And after that, I just make sure that the ads do what they're supposed to do, look at the results, look at the leads, and optimize, change, tweak, remove, add, whatever needs to be done in order to reach the goal, because I am oriented, I'm focused on the goal. Okay. So those are the steps, those are the funnel. Make sure that the goals are aligned, we have all the pieces in place, then launch the ads, and then optimize the ads. Okay, does this make sense, guys? Let me know in the comments. This is the funnel. This is what I do when I do this kind of ad campaign for clients. So if you have this kind of funnel, if you're interested in ads, let me know. If you're interested, actually not, if you have this kind of funnel and you want to use ads for your next live masterclass, I have a challenge for you. Let me know what you think would be an issue? Like, what do you think would break your results? Is it the messaging? Is it the funnel? Is it the bringing the right leads? Is it the masterclass itself? Is it the follow-up after the live masterclass? Like, what do you think would impact the results that you want to create for yourself? Like, what do you think is the gap? What do you think is the missing or the weak point in your funnel? If you don't know, we can talk about it. Feel free to book a conversation and we go over your funnel. I review your funnel and make sure that I give you my feedback and make sure that we talk about the missing piece if you want that. But let me know. I'm interested before we have a conversation. I'm interested to see how aware you are about your funnel, about your ads, about the things that basically are required in order to have a very successful masterclass. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so for those who are interested in this, for those who are interested in working with me, there are two options at this moment. Done for you, where I'm running the ads for you from A to Z. From A to Z, this is what I do. Based on your goals, I create a personalized strategy for you so that you get the amount of leads that you want in the time frame that you need, but also the quality that you want, the quality actually that you need in order to reach your revenue goal so that people buy. So that's one option. I have spots for October open. So if that's something that you want, feel free to reach out, let me know, and we talk about all the details. Another option is one-on-one coaching, where you learn based on my framework how to run ads so that you fill your masterclasses on repeat. So we focus on this. So I'm going to help you to run ads to fill your masterclass, and then you will know how to do this on repeat for your next masterclasses. So we are focusing on teaching you the skill that I have in order to not depend on someone or like me or someone else who runs ads, who knows how to run ads. So it's a teachable skill. It's something that you learn, you perfect, so that you know how to do this for your next masterclasses with ease and flow. Does it make sense? Okay, so I'm not seeing the comments. I'm not seeing the comments. I'm not seeing the comments. Why am I not seeing the comments? For people, it's time. Okay, for people, it's time, money, and know-how. Time, money, and know-how. Yeah, that's why I have. So I think I understand what you're saying. So that's why I have two options. Time, those who have time, I'm offer can work with me one-on-one. Those who have money, there's done for you option, and the know-how still one-on-one. You learn the know-how with that one-on-one offer. Okay, so when it comes to the done for you, I do the ad strategy for you. I do the funnel review. I do the copy, the messaging, the creative, the targeting, the funnel optimization, the daily tracking, daily optimization, coaching option for those who want to skip the done for you and do this on themselves. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. This was so helpful. These are the things that I wanted to talk to you about today. So make sure that if you want to focus on live masterclasses to blow up your revenue by the end of the year and even in 2026, this is the way to do it. Running ads so that you fill your masterclass so that they don't feel tiring and exhausting and draining and just a nightmare. And also you make sure that you fill them with the right people on autopilot. So when you have this, because this is what makes live masterclasses hard. This is why so many people come to me, because it's hard to fill them. When you have this, when you nail this and you have the system, then like I said, the sky is the limit, because you can run those masterclasses on repeat and you make every single masterclass that you do a success. A minimum 10K with every single masterclass. Just imagine that for a second. every single masterclass that you do, you make at least 10K or at least 20K. The more you do them, the better you're going to get with my live masterclasses. This is something that I love about this system, because you get the chance to learn. Even if you mess up the first one, even if you mess up the second one, you learn, you adapt. After every single launch, after every single masterclass, you look at the numbers, you look at what worked and what didn't work, and you adjust, you improve, and you get better with every single live masterclass. With every single live masterclass, you perfect your skills, you sharpen your skills, and that's going to pay big time down the road. Okay. I hope you are excited about this, because it's a marketing strategy that works for high ticket, also for low ticket. And you can rely on this to not only to reach your revenue goals, but also to simplify your marketing and create more space in your calendar. If that's something that you want, this is definitely a way to make that happen. Because like I said, as soon as you add ads into your marketing, into your masterclass promotion, then this gets to be easy. So if you're interested, message me, call, or comment below, call, one-on-one call, so that I know that you are interested in having a conversation. We talk about your goals, we talk about what you want, and if we are a good fit, I will let you know. If we vibe together, we can talk about how to move forward with the done for you or with a one-on-one coaching package. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to connecting with you next time during the next live training. Thank you so much. Bye for now.